factoring tricks for the number 6. So the factoring trick for the number 6, and the reason I've written out, look here, I've written out the multiples of 2 and 3, is because for 6, the rule is if the numbers 2 and the numbers 3 both go in, then 6 is divisible. And the reason I want to show you is we're going to write out our multiples of 6 here. We're going to see how they're common in 2 and 3. So 6 occurs in both 2 and 3. 12 occurs in both 2 and 3. 18 occurs in both 2 and 3. And 24 occurs in both 2 and 3. So they all occur, as you can see through the multiples. And in between, you'll notice there's no common. 2, 3, and 4, no, none of those are common. 8, 9, and 10, none of those are common. 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, none of those are common. So this rule works out really well. If 2 and 3 both go in, then 6 goes in. So we have to know our rules for 2. The rule for 2 is it goes into all even numbers, okay, which is essentially the idea if it ends with a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. And for 3, if you recall, the rule is if the values add to either 3, 6, or 9. Okay, so we'll go through that idea here. So let's make up an example. So let's say example 1. Let's say we have the number 392. Okay, we know that the value 2 checks out. It's an even value, so 2 goes in. For 3, what we do is we add all of these together. So 3 and 9 is 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay, so that becomes the number 14. So this is our check for 3. Move it over just a little. And 1 plus 4 is the number 5. So 5 doesn't fall in there, so 3 doesn't go in. So what that means is if we type this in, 392 and divide it by 6, 6 does not go in evenly. We get a remainder or a decimal value. So that value is no good there. Let's try the next number up, 393. You'll notice 3, if we add these all together, okay, 3 and 3 is 6, plus 9 is 15. So we get the number 15, and 1 plus 5 is 6. 3 goes into 6, so this rule works for 3, it works. But the last digit 2 doesn't go into, it's not an even number, so it doesn't work for 2. So let's try the next one. 393 divided by 6. It didn't work out, we got a remainder and a decimal again. So let's try one more value. Oh, let's see. Maybe, I'm going to have to make one up here that's pretty good. Example 3, that was our example 2. 300 and that doesn't work out. Let's go to 200. Here we go. Now I got one. 282. That's a good number. Okay, so this should work, hopefully. Hopefully I built it right. The last value is even. Okay, so that works out really good for us. So that means 2 does go in. Okay, and if we add all our values together, so 2 plus 8 plus 2, that gives us the number 12, and 1 plus 2 is 3. And we know 3 goes into 3, so this checks out for 3. So 6 should be divisible by this. So let's check out 282 divided by 6, and lo and behold, it goes in evenly, tell 47 times. So our rule for checking for 6 is as long as if we've memorized our 2 and 3, if we can do that really quickly, then we know the number 6 will go into it.